Hi everyone, welcome back to Responsive UI for Review Board. I'm Jason. So for the second part of the term, since in the first part I did most of the heavy lifting in terms of doing the responsive UI for most of the pages already, in the second term the focus was more on the code styling, optimizing the code, some of the small aesthetic change, and also resolving two key blockers that was experienced in the first part of the term. So before we dive into like the visual changes, some of the backend things include, or the main one is turning this header bar here from operating based on just kind of legacy like JavaScript code and turn into a backbone view model so that it really fit with the newer style of organization of the code base, as well as avoiding adding to the legacy code. And backend includes also some of the styling, such as spacing, capitalizing, wording, naming, these kind of stuff to make sure it fit with the current convention that is being used across the project. So in terms of the visualized part, some of the small changes include, like, say, the margin here to make sure things doesn't get so crammed up, and also like when you open the main menu here, the mask here no longer covers the big logo or the title here, so that you can still navigate back to the main page even when you're on other page and have your menu opened. So the other part is the secondary menu button. This little button here is now like finalized design, although I posted on the Google Dev board without much feedback. But this one is like the finalized one that kind of fit in with the current banner styling and without creating too much impact, and still kind of recognizable, like the double dash thing as like a menu icon here. So on the two key blockers that was faced in the first part of the term is one under users, and also notice like the page icons or the page indexes here got like extra spacing in between the rows so that they no longer overlaps one another. And if we go down to the individual users, so that's myself here, the main thing that is removed is user names in front of the review request and reviews, which used to cause like those things getting broken down into two separate lines and causing the display is kind of funky. So that was like one of the issues. And the other one was under admin. So inside admin we have like the small widgets here, and before, when we try to move these, you try to stack it around, it used to kind of get stuck with those behind here, like the big widget in the back. But now with the proper styling and the background to hold the items here, it will no longer interfere with the back big widget there. So that is the main things that were being done in this part of the term. As I said, most of it is in the backend and optimizing the code itself. Thank you.